Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are here for the first time, my name is Bre Jahmella and I welcome you to my channel. As you can see from today's title, we are doing another unpopular opinions video. I believe this is part 8. Y'all know I love unpopular opinion videos because your girl always have a what? Unpopular opinion. Alright guys, so if you're interested in this video, please make sure that you stay tuned. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share as well. We running it up this year, so make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, and share. Now let's get right into this video. Okay guys, so my first unpopular opinion, you know your girl is coming off the gate swinging, period. It's gonna have to be the dhgate trend. Now, hear me out. I don't want the girlies yelling at me, cussing at me, doing all these things. I don't care that anybody wanna buy from dhgate. Like, do what y'all do, spend y'all money how y'all wanna spend it. I love that for y'all, you know? I love that. Whatever makes you happy, do it. The part that's getting me, like, you know, is why would you spend your money on looking the same way people who are willing to spend that money on look like? That's the part that's getting me, you know, twisted. Because if I can't afford something, I can't afford it. That's just the way I look at it. And I feel like we live in a generation that everybody's trying to look like everybody, and I feel like that's weird. I find that very weird. Like, find your own individuality, find your own personality. Like me, y'all already know, your girl love designer. That's just what I like. That's what I do. I'm about that life. Like, I've always been about that life. I genuinely always had a thing for designer. Now, when I started working for luxury, I actually end up getting a different type of feel for it and a different type of appreciation for it. Now, don't get me wrong. Do I feel like every item I see that comes out is fire? Hell no. Half the stuff be looking shit, ghetto as hell, you know. But there's certain things that you see that you like, it be chef's kiss, like. And I feel like the reward of saving up and really buying something that you want. I don't know if you guys saw my Givenchy haul, my luxury shoe haul, and I had the Givenchy boots in there. I've wanted those boots for years. When I mean years, and I finally got them. You know how good it feels to get something that you've always wanted. Like, it could be materialistic, it could be, you know, other things, achievements, whatever, but a feeling of working hard and getting something that you really want, or even being gifted with something that you really want, it feels so good. So I just feel like the idea of buying something that you literally find no value in, let's be real, for cheap, just to look like other people, that's weird. Like, I find it weird, and I'm not judging anybody, but to me it just comes off weird. And I even see people be like, oh, if I see anybody with this bag or this shoe, I know it's fake. No, there's people that's really spending that. Like, there's really people that's copping that. Like, I have bags that are like $3 grand. Like, it's people that's really spending that. Like, that's the people that people don't get. It's people that's really spending that kind of money. Like, me, I'm one of those people. I'm willing to spend it. I don't care. Because I feel like at the end of the day, yes, I could spend my money on other things, but I know how to work money. I know how to use my money to do what I need to do on the side, and at the same time buy what I want, go where I want, do what I want. Like it just doesn't make any sense, you know what I mean? And I feel like, okay, and I'm gonna give an example here. dhgate, I've seen, because I've clicked on it. I'm not gonna lie, your girl clicked on it because I wanted to see. I've clicked on it and I've seen like people look at like Chanel bags and stuff like that. You're paying $500, $600, $700 for a fake Chanel bag, when you could spend $600, $700 on a pair of shoes, a real pair of shoes, a smaller bag from a smaller brand. That's weird. Like, it's giving weird to me. And again, to each his own, but I will never understand the dhgate trend. Like, I just don't get it. And I'm not knocking nobody who buy dhgate. Get it how you get it. It's just the mentality of what people put out who buy dhgate to the people who are willing to spend that money is where you got me confused. Because a lot of the girlies be like, oh, I don't care, I'm gonna buy from dhgate. But I'm like, my question to y'all is, if y'all man bought y'all stuff from dhgate, that's the question. Would you be mad? Or would you be like, oh my god, it's a thought that counts? Cause I guarantee y'all burning up that car, no Angela Bassett in Exhale. Like, y'all are not, you're not doing that. Like, y'all really not doing it. Like, let's be real. If your man bought you dhgate, you be hot. And that's just the way, and that's keeping it above. Y'all be mad. Or if your man was wearing dhgate, y'all probably be hot. Like, let's be real. I just find it weird when it comes to that trend that people really want to make people who are willing to spend that money, like I said before, feel bad because they want to spend it. Again, I'm not saying everybody who buys designer, real luxury, is great with the money. But you know, somebody who does buy designer, I don't buy designer every day. I don't buy designer every month. I don't buy designer every couple months. You know what I mean? Me, I am a sale girly. Your girl gonna get something on sale. And that's it. I'm gonna get it on sale. Period. You very rarely see me buy something full price. And I just feel like, because why? I know how luxury works. As somebody who worked in luxury for what? Damn near 5 years. And I was a manager of luxury. Like, I was a manager. I managed Ferragamo. I managed Yves Saint Laurent. Well, no longer Yves Saint Laurent, but Saint Laurent. I've managed Coach. You get what I'm trying to say? I've managed designer brands. I've worked under Bulgari. I've worked under Hermes. I've worked under Gucci. Like, I have a different appreciation for the brands. I understand what's worth it and what's not. I understand the differentiation between buying something that's fake and buying the real thing. Now, don't get me wrong, no matter how much fake you buy, in my personal opinion, it's never going to add up to the real thing, because at the end of the day, it's going to not last as long as the real thing. Don't get me wrong. Have designer stuff, real designer stuff malfunction and had defects and stuff like that? Of course. Of course, I bought shoes that were defected and all I did was return that and got my money back, or exchange it for a new one or a different shoe. Simple. But as I said before, in my personal opinion, I will never get it, and I don't want to get it. It's not for me to get. I just feel like y'all need to stop making people feel bad who are willing to spend the money. It's our money. The same way y'all don't want people to tell y'all what to do with y'all money and buy it from the gate, y'all should tell people not to buy from the real people. Simple. Simple. And again, I'm not gonna lie, there's rich people who they buy fake, but again, it's to each his own. Y'all just can't tell people how to spend their money. Simple. And I'm never gonna tell nobody how to spend their money. You wanna buy it on dhgate, you wanna buy it on AliExpress, whatever floats your boat. But when you start inserting yourself into a situation where you start to make people feel bad because they want to spend the money on it, because they like to spend the money on it, they like the experience, that's where you lost me. And I'm not, and if, especially as somebody who you've never actually shopped in a luxury store, you've never even experienced the experience. I've shopped in luxury stores, champagne, chocolates, okay, private rooms. Believe me, it's an experience, and only some people can appreciate that. So it's not for everybody. Everything ain't for everybody, and I'm gonna leave it at that. But I guess I said before, unpopular opinion, it is what it is. Unpopular opinion number 2. Instant gratification. Child, we live in a day and age where people do not know how to delay gratification. Everything does not need to be bought right now, done right now. Like, you can literally say, all right, look, just because I could afford this, just because I could do it, don't mean I should. You know what I mean? Like, for example, right now I could book a trip to, say, Greece. I got the money, I got the funds, I could probably book that trip 3 times. But right now, is that the smart thing to do? You know what I mean? In a time where inflation is crazy, is that the smart thing to do? In a time where things are very uncertain, is that the smart thing to do? You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta delay gratification. Sometimes you gotta delay the turn up. You gotta delay the going out with your friends, hanging out with your man. Like, you gotta, for the better. You know what I mean? Like, for me right now, I'm in school, you guys know. Your girl is going all the way up to PhD level status, all right? Your girl is trying to get a PhD. That is the end goal. I'm trying to be a therapist. I am trying to be, well, I'm trying to be a therapist, like clinical psychologist. A little bit of both. You know, trying to sprinkle all that in there. But I'm out here trying to, like, I'm working. Like, your girl is working, and because I'm doing so much, it's like I can't go on every trip. I can't go on every outing with my friends. I can't hang out as much as I want to, because why? It's like, okay, it's gonna cost me this, it's gonna cost me that, it's gonna, and y'all already know, when I put it on, I'm putting it on. So I'm not about to be outside looking crazy. Like, I want my hair done, nails done, all that. And of course, yes, I could do my own nails, I could do my own hair. I can do these things, but at the same time, sometimes I want to buy new things. I want to buy new stuff. And I'm like, that costs. And I'm like, you know, sometimes you have to look at the bigger picture and say, hey, if I sacrifice now, later, and let's be real, we don't know what later is. We may not have a later, but if I sacrifice now, I can get further to where I need to go. And I feel like a lot of times people don't understand that. Like, you just don't understand that you need to have delayed gratification. You need to delay it sometimes. You do not need to be everywhere with everybody doing everything. My hair is getting on my nerve, child. But you get what I'm trying to say? You do not need to be everywhere with everybody doing everything. Sometimes you gotta be like, I can't. There's bigger things I need to work on. There's bigger things I need to do. There's bigger. That's why I don't really do the hanging out with my friends come to see me, or traveling to come see me and stuff like that, because it's like, it's not because I don't want them around. I literally can't afford that right now. I have bigger things I need to work on. I have bigger things I'm trying to accomplish. Not to be mean, if y'all really my friends, y'all gonna be there when it's done. Period. Right now, it's me time. It's me season. No, it's array. Like, you gotta really focus on what you're doing and sacrifice. I will always keep this in the back of my head. I'll never forget Jim Carrey said, if you cannot downgrade your life for 1 year, you do not deserve to be rich. And that always stuck with me, because I feel like, and it's not only talking about just buying stuff, it's just like, I took it on all levels. Buying stuff, time management, discipline. If you can't downgrade your life in a sense of having these things in place and locked in, you don't deserve to be rich. Because if you became rich, you wouldn't know how to handle it. And I feel like I want to be so locked in every aspect in my life, financially, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, that when that time comes and I become extremely wealthy, because you know your girl gonna be wealthy, I feel it in my spirit. You know, you feel something, you just know it's going, you know because it's true. It's one of those. But I just feel like, you know, when that time comes for me, I want to be locked in. You know what I mean? I don't want anything to shift me. I don't want anything to make me unhumble. I don't want anything to, you know, make me not realize, like, this is a blessing. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity, like, and I'm blessed to have it. You get what I'm trying to say? So I just feel like, for me personally, I definitely have learned to delay instant gratification and just, you know, your time is coming. And when this comes, it's going to be better than what you even thought it could possibly be. So just keep that in mind, guys. Instant gratification is not all it's cracked up to be. Trust me. Next up on the list we have for unpopular opinions is dating and all of the whackness that come with it. I'm so sorry, but I feel like in this generation, nobody is not really thinking. Like, I feel like I be having conversation with people and the only conversation they have is dating, men, sex. And I just be looking at them like, and I'm talking friends and opposite sex. Like, do we have nothing else to talk about? Like, is there nothing? Like, I don't get it. Like, I just feel like, can we talk about something else? Is there any topic of conversation to talk about? Like, and I'm not saying I'm against dating. I hate men or nothing. Like, I just feel like that is not my main focus or my topic of convo. Like, I have other things to talk about. I have other things that I find interesting and, you know, worth the talk. Like, I don't know. It may be me. I might be weird. But again, I don't feel like the whole dating scene, the whole marriage thing, whole kids thing is not end all be all, in my personal opinion. It's cute. It's nice if you get it. I love that for you. But it's not end all be all. Because I feel like I will always say when it comes to that, everybody talks about wanting it and everybody talks about, like, getting it and acquiring it. But I'm like, can y'all actually handle it when you get it? Are you actually equipped to be a husband? Are you actually equipped to be a wife? Are you actually equipped to be a father? Are you actually equipped to be a mother? Like, some of y'all can't even do auto pay. Y'all not even responsible enough to have on auto pay. I'ma just sit there right there. That's why I don't like having a conversation about dating and spouses and sex and children and motherhood, and for what? Because y'all can't even have on auto pay. Y'all don't even have a retirement fund set up. Okay, I'm not even gonna drag it there, because a lot of people, y'all not ready for that conversation. Y'all don't even have insurance. And I'm talking life or health. I don't want to have this conversation with y'all. Male and female. Platonic and romantic. Y'all are not put together as adults at y'all big age. I don't want to talk about that with y'all. Because clearly y'all have a lot to figure out before y'all even get to that stage. And that's why I'm so big on this channel or talk about working on yourself and figuring yourself out. Because I'm so adamant on men and women, whoever watch my channel, to really get you together. So that when it is your time to get into these spaces, into these, areas, you know what the hell you doing. And don't get me wrong, you're never going to be 100% knowing everything, because we're human. We learn as we go. But if you could equip yourself, read a book, put down the Netflix, read a book, you know what I mean? Equip yourself to even be able to date. That's why I feel like there's so many people out there in the market to date, but y'all don't know how to date. Y'all don't know how to court. Y'all don't know how to, men and women, y'all don't know how to do that. It's weird to me. It's getting weird. And maybe I find everything weird nowadays, but it's getting very much weird. And that's why I don't like having a conversation about dating and all of its ghetto-ness. Like, I don't like to talk about it because I'm like, there's a lot that y'all as folks need to get together, myself included. But the things I listed, I got those together. But I'm just saying there's other things I need to work on before I get to that step in my life. Y'all are at the start line. Y'all are at the threshold. Y'all are nowhere near the end. Okay, so no, I don't have that conversation. Unpopular opinion number 4. I know I'm late with it, but Beyonce not winning Album of the Year at the Grammys. Now, hear me out. I am a beehive. I'm a fan. I love me some Beyonce. Do I believe Renaissance was worth Album of the Year? Hell no. Not a little bit. Not even a little bit. I do not believe it was worth Album of the Year. Do I believe Harry Styles' album was worth Album of the Year? Hell no. I heard it. It was garbage. My personal opinion. And somebody who actually likes Harry Styles, I didn't like it. I feel like Harry Styles has done way better than that. He has dropped way better songs than that. Personal opinion. Now, the reason why I'm like really eggy about the Beyonce thing is because what artist you know in history, right, has dropped the album with visuals for every motherfucking song and no one knew about it until she dropped it, and that did numbers? Make it make sense. To me, the Beyonce album, if you don't know what the Beyonce album is an album where she had Partition on that album. Everybody knows the song Partition. That album should have soared at the Grammys. She should have won every category, every album, everything at the Grammys for the Beyonce album. That album hit, okay? It had no skips, how good it was. And for me to have an album that have no skips, that's rare. There's only one person album that I have on my phone, besides Michael Jackson and besides Whitney Houston, that have no skips, is K. Michelle. K. Michelle's albums, I be having no skips. Well, 2 or 3 of her albums, no skips. No skips. It's very hard to have an album with no skips. It's very hard. It's very hard. And I'm an album girl. I love listening to people's albums. The Beyonce album definitely deserved Album of the Year at one point. Lemonade! When Adele won Album of the Year, Adele even said Beyonce deserved Album of the Year. The proof is in the pudding. Every time somebody accepts an award, they always think Beyonce. Y'all don't think y'all need to give this woman her award now? And yes, I understand she won 32 Grammys. She suppressed everybody else who's won Grammys. And I believe I'm correct. The most person who's won that many Grammys, well, not that many, but the most Grammys ever, I believe, was MJ. MJ, I believe, won the most Grammys ever. Y'all need to give Beyonce what she deserves. And I'm gonna just leave right there. And that's not even coming from a Beyonce fan hive. That's really coming from the album Lemonade and the album Beyonce really deserved it. Renaissance, I liked the album. I did not love it, but I did like it. I just feel like y'all keep slumming that woman and it's not fair. It's giving very much Ariana Grande. She gonna stop giving us music just now if we keep playing with her, okay? Stop playing with her. No Eminem. Stop playing with her. If you get it, you get it. If you know, you know. I'm gonna just leave it right. All right, unpopular opinion number 5. I'm gonna have to say music and the feeling of music. I don't know if it's me, but lately I feel like people are not giving us music that makes us feel anymore. Like I remember back in the day, the 90s music, even though I was born in the 90s, but we're not gonna talk about that. But the 90s music, when I was able to actually listen to it, understand it, the R&B from the early 2000s, like it was given, you was in love, you was happy, you was sad, you were broken, but the song, it was speaking to you. You know, it spoke to your soul, you know? And I just feel like we're not getting that. We're not getting that no more. Don't get me wrong, I feel like the only music that's gonna give us that is gospel. Gospel's the only genre of music of music that gives us that. We're not getting that no more. Where's the feeling of the music? I feel like people just putting out music. Everybody's an artist. Everybody's an artist. Everybody can sing. And I'm just like, but can you? Because I can't sing. I'm gonna take my L. I can't sing. I wish I could sing. I wish, you know. I got a little tune, I'm gonna lie. My voice ain't horrible. But I can't sing. I can't sing. But I can sing, you know? It's different. It's different. But I just feel like music just doesn't hit anymore. It don't hit the same. It don't feel the same. It don't have that same vibe, the same energy, that same, you know, it just don't make you, you know, like you never turn on a song and you just be like, dun, 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 dun. It don't feel like that no more. And I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that vibe. Okay guys, so unpopular opinion number 6. Podcasts need to go. I'm tired. I'm fed up. They gotta go. I'm sick of hearing the BS on the podcast. Like, I feel like most of the things you hear in the podcast that go viral, let's be real, that go viral, are from unprofessionals. Y'all are not life coaches. Y'all are not relationship coaches. Y'all have no degrees in any of the things y'all talking about. Y'all are not no psychologists. Y'all are not no therapists. Y'all are not nothing that can give people advice. You are literally projecting what happened to you onto society. No, I'm not feeling that. Like I can't get down with that program. You know, it's not working for me. I just feel like podcasts need to go. Kick them out. Because I feel like with the podcast, you're telling women how to do things. You're telling men how to do things. And it's like people in this generation, y'all forgot how to be you. You forgot how to be happy with who the hell you are. You forgot to be happy with where you are in life, what you're doing in life, what you're actually accomplishing at where you're at. Like, I feel like podcasts literally are draining people's originality. It is draining people's self-thought, self-process. Like, I find that weird. I find that so weird. We gotta get rid of podcasts. They gotta go. They gotta go. At first, I thought they were gonna be here to do and be, you know, something great for the culture, great for our society. Yeah, maybe not that. Maybe not that. You know, I'm not saying all podcasts, but a lot of them, cut the plug. Cut the script. Cut it out. It gotta go. It gotta go. Next up, guys, we have FOMO. I genuinely believe FOMO is unrealistic. Hear me out. I know a lot of people probably be like, how is FOMO unrealistic? What are you missing out on? For people who don't know, FOMO means fear of missing out. What are you missing out on? Like, if your ish ain't together, what are you missing out on? If your daily life is not together, what are you missing out on? Like, bro, you got bigger fish to fry. Like, and I always think about that as myself. I'm like, if I don't go to this event, if I don't hang out with my friends, if I don't go to New York and chill with my friends, or, you know, hang out with my family, whatever, what am I really missing out on? And I get it. You missing out on time with people. I understand. I get it. And you gotta insert some of that, you know, into your life to have balance. But at the same time, some of y'all be out here running amok. Like, you always with your friends, you're always with your man, you're always with other people and doing other things when you have a lot of things you need to work on, spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, and financially. I just want to show up as the best version of myself for everyone that's around me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be just me. Like, and I say me, not as like my personality. Like, I don't want to just be here. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be able to, you know, give my friends good information, give them good advice, give them, you know, something that can help them. Like, I'm not just here to be here. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you have people in your life, and I know that sounds really, really bad to say, but I feel like I don't want nobody in my life who can't help me at all. And I don't know whether that's physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially. I don't want you in my life. Because how are you pouring into me? You're just here to be here. I don't need nobody to be here to be here. No, I don't need that. I'm too old for that at this point. Everybody who's around you should be building you up and pouring into you. You're gonna be the same way you're gonna pour into them, the same way you're a person in their life that pours into them. You know what I mean? But you need to have good relations. And I feel like the fear of missing out stops a lot of people from really getting themselves together, because they're like, oh, what if I don't go out and hang out with my friends? This and that. Like, I just don't. You could miss an event or two. Like, you don't gotta be everywhere with everybody doing everything. Some things can miss you. I find it weird when I see people everywhere with everybody doing everything. That's weird. Weird. I'm selective on who I call my friends. I'm selective on who I date. I'm selective on who I hang out with. You're not going to have me in no, like, no. You're not gonna have me in no mess. You're not. Like, it's not happening. Like, no. People are too crazy. People are unwell. People are unhinged. I'm not about to be everywhere with everybody doing everything. I will miss out. It's okay. Because when my time is to turn up and have a good time, a lot of people are not going to be able to. Because why? You was outside. But when I'm outside, I'm going to be outside. You know what I mean? I know people be like, oh, I'm outside. Yeah, you outside. But when I'm outside, I'm outside. Okay? I'm giving the Kardashians outside. Okay? I'm outside. I don't want to be I don't want to half-ass nothing. That's why I'm like, sometimes you gotta miss out in order to ball hard, to play harder later. I'm willing to do that. That's why I find FOMO unrealistic. It's unrealistic. That's a discipline thing. Like, you gotta be able to say, nah, it ain't for me. And it plays into also instant gratification. Nah, I'm a wait, because my time is coming. I'm working on something. I'm building something. I'm doing something, because I know greater is coming. Okay guys, so number 8 on the list for unpopular opinions. This is my last unpopular opinion. Gatekeeping is weird AF. Like, if you hanging out with somebody and that's your friend, or y'all cool, and you ask them, forget even if y'all cool. If you ask somebody, where'd you get your hair done? Where'd you get that wig from? Where'd you get that dress from? Where'd you stay, that hotel that you stayed at? Where'd you get that bag from? Like, people really don't want to tell other people things. Like, if you ask me where you got that my hair from, I'm gonna be like, I bought it from Ali Pearl, and then I dyed it just like Ali Pearl. Oh, I did this like this. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna tell you word for word, nip for nip. I'm gonna tell you the color, the length, the density. I'm gonna tell you everything. Oh, where you got this necklace from? Oh, I don't know, but I was a gift. But I'm gonna find out if I can find out for you. Oh, where you got this blazer? Oh, I bought it from J-Lux label. I actually paid $20 for it because it was on sale and I bought it during Black Friday. Like, I'm gonna tell you everything. You know what I mean? And it's not because, like, I don't feel no type of way. Like, I feel like what's for me is for me. You know what I mean? Like, and if somebody asks you something, even if it's informational, like, oh, hey, you know, how'd you get that job? Oh, well, by the way, mom, this person hooked me up. I actually had to take a test. I had to do this and this and this. You don't got to tell them like, oh, I'm gonna walk you through every single step. But gatekeeping is weird to me, especially when it's like materialistic things. I feel like that's even weirder. Like, it's just a bag, it's just a shoe, it's just a jacket. Like, It's a restaurant. I've seen people gatekeep restaurants. We living in a weird time. And I'm gonna keep saying people are unwell. Because they are. They're definitely unhinged. But now I'm realizing y'all are unwell. A lot of y'all are unwell. Okay? Because gatekeeping is weird. I'm gonna always try to put somebody on. If I know the information to put you on, like I remember the other day, I'm gonna give you an example. I was talking to my best friends in a group chat, and I was like, "Do y'all like to read?" Like, I wasn't even being funny. It was on some like, there's people who actually do not care to read. As a college student, maybe I like to read because I am forced to read, so I like to read outside of that. And I've been really into reading books lately. Like I read more than I watch TV, which is very rare for me. But I've been wanting to read more books on how to become a better person, how to work on trauma, how to, you know, how to date properly, how to understand dating, okay? How to be more disciplined, how to get my spirituality to a higher place. Like, you know, I've been reading so much different type of book. How to, okay to be alone, how's accepting being alone. Like, there's so much stuff I read about, it's not even funny. Like, I'm actually reading books, okay? And I asked them in the group chat, like, yo, hey, do you guys like to read? And they were like, yeah, like, you know, whatever. So I'm like, yo, these are some recommendations I have. And I have other books. Once I finish reading them, if I really like it, I'm going to put it in the group chat and you guys can read. You know, obviously, I'm not going to tell y'all to read something I never read and it's crap. I'm going to wait till I read it. And if I like it, I'm like, you know, this is what I thought about the book. It was an 8 out of 10. I would highly recommend. Or a 9. It was like a 3. I don't really. And if it's that low, I probably won't even give it to them anyway. But if it's like an 8, 9, 10 book, I'm definitely going to be like, yo, read that book. It was top tier. Like I learned so much from the book. Share the knowledge. I want all of my friends to grow. I want all of my friends to be great, do great things, be great people, physically, mentally, spiritually, financially, and emotionally. Because I don't want to just elevate and you gotta leave them behind. You know what I mean? Like, I want to elevate and know that, hey, I did my best to bring y'all with me. You know what I mean? If you want to stay back there, that's on you. Love that for you, but I gotta go. But if I realize, like, I'm not even trying to put an effort in making y'all, helping y'all become that better person, then am I really a good friend? You know what I mean? So I feel like gatekeeping is just weird. Like, if you gatekeep anything from people you say you care about, or even strangers. Like, I feel like gatekeeping from strangers in the sense of, like, outfits and, like, you know, places to visit and stuff like that. I feel like people gatekeep stuff like that. And I'm not saying your personal business you should be out here telling strangers, no. But I was like, you never know who you could help. And I just feel like that's just kind of, like, the mindset I have lately. I've always wanted to help people and just, like, be one of those better people on earth, if that makes sense. Like, and I'm not saying I'm better than nobody, but if I could just do a good deed and be a better person, or, you know, give out good information, like, that's just how I'm trying to live. And some people may not get that, and I understand that it's not for everybody. So that's my personal opinion. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to yet another Unpopular Opinions video. If you agree or disagree with anything that I said, drop your comments below. Of course, you know I want to hear back from you guys. I love interacting with you guys. I've made it my business to make sure that I'm liking, commenting back on everybody's comments. So if I take a little bit of time, don't be mad. I did see it. I am working on and making sure that I like or comment on anything to make sure that I'm interacting with you guys, because it really, really means a lot to me. This year, I'm making sure every single week y'all are getting y'all videos. As you can see, I've been dropping reels lately. I just want to be very interactive with you guys because I really enjoy YouTube. I really love doing this YouTube thing. So I just want to make sure that you guys know that I appreciate you guys following me, you liking, you commenting, you subscribing, you sharing my video. It means a lot to me. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next one.